In May of 1979, it was all about flooding potential customers with information about a movie. After the success of Star Wars, the mindset seemed to be show these science fiction fans as much as you can and they'll come running. Charles Lippincott had the idea to present Star Wars to science fiction conventions, showing production art, photographs, clips. Alien was another opportunity. They had all this art that they paid for, concept art. So just get it out there, use it for publicity purposes. You could know everything about a movie before you went in. There were so few big science fiction movies right after Star Wars because it takes a long time. And Dan O'Bannon himself said that the reason Alien got made by 20th Century Fox was it was the only script they had around with spaceships in it. Starlog was a key to this. Starlog did lavish photo spreads and did interviews with anyone who had a connection to science fiction, with any movie, because kids like me were just dying to see this stuff. They showed pictures of the Alien. So I actually went into Alien soaked with imagery and information about the movie. It was the first R-rated movie I went to. A nice couple in the neighborhood took me to see it at the Sac Charles in Boston, which was the big screen in Boston. I was so excited, long line that went outside. So finally, I was going to see an R-rated movie, this big, cool movie. Went in, and then it began. Goldsmith had written material for use on the alien planet. He arranged some of that material for the opening title. The camera moves us into the darkness behind a planet where we can see the word alien slowly forming at the top of the screen. As Ridley Scott said, a kind of hieroglyphic. So then we're introduced to the ship. Everyone wakes up. I was enjoying it. They land on the planet. Now, we see the trio, Dallas, Lambert, and Kane, walking on this rocky planet. They are being watched by Ash back in the ship on a closed-circuit TV. The use of closed-circuit camera has an effect of distancing us from what's going on. And then there's this thing sitting on the rocks, not built by human beings. The most important part of buying into Alien is the derelict. Every artist associated with the movie gave a crack at a derelict. Finally, Giger gave it his shot. And Ridley Scott knew he was going to have to use smoke to get some texture. One of the guys in the crew had a video camera, this big, chunky technology, handheld, and zooming in and out video. And when she said, "Let's get out of here," I was fine with that. That's how eerie that moment was. I remember the silence in that moment. Thing that does not look like anything we've ever seen before. The terror of the moment of contact. And then the trio goes towards it, and Jerry Goldsmith brings in his low strings and that plaintive raindrop motif on the flute. We see these three tiny little lights moving towards this alien technology. And that's all it was, little lights on like little sticks. film can be pushed and create an experience you just can't get any other way. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon.